Good Monday to you all. I am Ryan, Michigan Storm Chasers here. Let's go ahead and dive into the forecast for today. We have ongoing lake effect snow, and also we have the cold to deal with here. We are in the heart of the winter snap, so to speak, or the Arctic snap. Let's go ahead and dive into the entire forecast package. Similar to yesterday's format, we're going to redo that format today with just info based on today. But currently, across the area, we are seeing lake effect snow all throughout the west side of Michigan there. Up in northern lower, that continues to be the case, especially up there towards Petoskey and Boyne City, Charlevoix, those areas down toward Traverse City as well. Up in the UP, we have snow that's ongoing as well. But again, with the UP, with the radar being so, the beam being so high up in the atmosphere, we're not going to see all those lake effect bands that are ongoing. So it is snowing in more places than what you see here on radar. But I want to take note and take special note here throughout the day today. Notice on Detroit's radar here, we have minimal to no snow currently ongoing across East Michigan. That may change, especially for our 94 and 96 corridors between Lansing, Flint, Ann Arbor, and Jackson areas. Let's go ahead and go into the forecast package. So, similar format to yesterday, we have significant lake effect snow, ongoing, and hazardous cold. Let's go ahead and start with our key points here. So, key information really has not changed much. The lake effect snow will be heaviest today. So, what you see out there currently is going to be that peak snowfall rates as we move into your Tuesday and Wednesday. Today should be the worst of the snow. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. We have winter weather advisories in effect. They extended these for a few more counties. We have a couple counties further east: Ingham, Jackson, Eaton, Berry, Ionia, and Calhoun counties now getting in to a winter weather advisory, as well as Sheboygan, Emmett, Charlevoix, Antrim, and Otsego. Those are new, issued yesterday evening or this morning. We have multiple areas now under advisories. This is going to be for expected snowfall throughout the day today into tomorrow as well. Lingering snow into Wednesday, definitely a possibility. As far as our cold weather advisories, we still have quite a few. In fact, the entire state is under a cold weather advisory. And the exception to this is the west and central parts of the UP, where we have an extreme cold warning in effect. Just how cold will it be today? Well, the answer is right here. The forecast from the HRRR short-term model as of 5 o'clock today, which is Monday, January 20th, we're seeing statewide wind chills around -10 or so. If you're up in the western UP, you're closer to -30. And if you're in the Detroit area, this model says we're closer to those single-digit -5, -10 areas. So overall, a cold day. This is day one of multiple more days. We have tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and also Wednesday to get through of below zero wind chills. This is just day one. Still got 48 plus hours to go through this. Let's go ahead and dive into the snow forecast today. Our forecast has not changed in the past 2 or 3 days here. We still expect these totals to linger and also to verify here once we get into our Wednesday time period. Again, this is a 4-day snowfall total here. So if you're comparing our forecast to other people, make sure that the other people's forecast is valid through Wednesday. We've getting a lot of messages and comments saying my local news isn't saying this or my weather app isn't saying this. And then they show us a picture of their weather app or the news station, and their forecast that they're showing us is only valid through like Monday or Tuesday. So just make sure when you're comparing forecasts, whether it's from us or other people, that the forecast valid time is visible, and also you know when that forecast is valid for. It's super important to know. Let's go ahead and move into today. So what can we expect today through now through midnight tonight? Well, the latest model guidance, this is your snowfall through midnight tonight. So we're going to have additional snowfall past this, so keep that in mind. This is just what's going to fall today. We're seeing a wide area across West Michigan of 2 to 4, isolated 5 or 6 inches in spots, especially close to Lake Michigan shoreline areas. But also notice how I said back showing you guys the radar, the Detroit area currently does not have snow, but that will change this afternoon. Notice those bands kind of, we're going to say, go for a little bit north there toward Flint, just north of Lansing there, 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches in spots for you guys there. Up in the UP, we're seeing those higher bands up by Gaylord as well of roughly 6 to 10 inches up there in the pink colors. But I do want to take special note here with one thing today. With the expected snowfall getting this far east into southeastern Michigan, we do have expectations for winds to pick up, especially after noon today. I'm currently making the video here at 11:04 a.m., so I'm about an hour before noon. Once we get into the afternoon, 1, 2, 3, 4 p.m., these lake effect bands will likely stretch across Michigan and reach the eastern side of Michigan. This is your forecasted wind gust map here. This is showing winds across much of lower Michigan around 20 to 30 miles per hour there. The darker blue is a bit on the lighter side of winds. The heavier, brighter blues there, especially across south central Michigan, there is getting closer to 30 miles an hour. Up in the UP, we're only seeing around 10 to 20 or so in spots. But the gist of this, though, should be that winds may blow these lake effect bands further inland. It's not going to take an amount or like a lot of snow to get impacts to be felt. We are already seeing a ton of accidents out there, and this will likely aid in that, especially on the east side, as it could catch some people off guard. So do be prepared on I-96, I-94 this afternoon and evening. We could have some snow bands that drop visibility, slick up roadways very quickly, and also cause some issues for our afternoon commutes. Speaking of the commute, we do have a traffic forecast out for today. We are going travel not advised over toward that Holland area. Outside of that, we are going major impacts pretty much from pretty much from Grand Rapids over to Lansing to Jackson, down toward Coldwater, all the way toward Niles there, all the way up, excuse me, the West Michigan shoreline toward Ludington and Cadillac, and then we go a little bit further north there. Notice how, before I switch this to the north zone, notice how we went yellow all the way to Detroit. That is just to account for potential lake effect bands moving inland, so just be prepared. That's going to be centered around the afternoon time frame. Let's go north, though. Let's go check out northern lower here. We're going to travel not advised up there for our Traverse City friends up towards just west of Gaylord. Major impacts expected from Gaylord to Cadillac to Ludington as lake effect really kicks up today. It's going to be pretty bad today up there. And then also for the UP friends, we do have, again, travel not advised between Sault Ste. Marie and Munising areas. And then also major impacts over on the west side, Ontonagon, Houghton areas. Elsewhere, though, medium to low impacts are expected. Overall, should be a decent travel day if you're not in a lake effect area, but just be prepared. Especially, I want to highlight that 96 and 94 corridor as a potential area to watch later this afternoon for any changes in the forecast. With that being said, one last time here, show the forecast we have. Again, a 4-day total here for you guys. Trace to 1 up on the east side, 1 to 3 there from Ann Arbor to Jackson, 2 to 4 a little bit over toward the Coldwater to Lansing areas, and then further west along the Lake Michigan shoreline, 7 to 15 inches, and then 3 to 8 a little bit further to the inland there from roughly Niles up to that just to the east of Grand Rapids, up toward Cadillac, Grayling areas, up in the UP, and also just west of Gaylord, going 14 to 28 in the red totals there. All these totals still remain on track. We have another 2-3 days to get going with these totals. So again, I want to stress that this is a 4-day forecast. You're not going to wake up and get it all at once. And I see a lot of comments misunderstand that. So that's why I'm highlighting and bringing this up again. This is going to be a 4-day total. With that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll be back on here tomorrow for another update video with the exact same format. Let me know how you guys are enjoying it. Before I head out of here, give a shout out today to our Patreon. We are beginning today. What we're doing now is we're going to give our members first access to our traffic forecasts, as well as our impact arrows and all our maps that usually get posted publicly. Our members on Patreon get first access to those. So if you want to get exclusive first access, feel free to sign up at the link up there, patreon.com/Michigan Storm Chasers. But no worries, we're not paywalling the stuff. Members do get access first. Everything will be public at their usual times later in the afternoons when we usually post things on our Facebook page. This is just for like early access and stuff like that. With that being said, I'm going to pop out here. I'll catch you guys later. You guys stay warm, stay safe, and check on your neighbors in this brutal cold snap that we are in.